So many people, especially the youngsters and the millennials and the Gen Z, they are developing a very different type of the phenomena, and this phenomena possibly will obstruct their mental ability and the growth of their mind and their habits. Now I am talking about the sleep deprivation. So many the youngster you see, they are deprived into their sleep because they wake up till late night and they do not have sufficient sleep. Now, this phenomena I would like to correlate with someone. Have you ever seen that how the old sages and the rishis, they used to live longer, and these people lived around the age of 120, 130, and they were so happy. And they were able to survive, and they were not able to survive only, they were able to share their success with all of us. And that is why it is important to sleep properly. So let me share with you what happens when you don't sleep properly, right? So there is a science which is a new branch in the entire the gamut of science. How many systems you know about the respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory system, cardiovascular system, integumentary system, or immunological system, or reproductive system, or many systems, like total 11 systems are there. There is another system which is called as a glymphatic system. So don't misconceive this as a lymphatic. I said glymphatic. So when I say glymphatic, it is GLYMPHATIC. So this glymphatic system, the job of the glymphatic system in your mind, in your brain, is just like you are going to library. You read so many books, you read newspapers, you read novels, and whatever it is, different people comes and read different things. But whenever you next day morning you go, you will find that all the books, they are properly kept into their own shelf. It means if there is a book of history, you will find in the shelf of history. If there is a book of current affairs, you will find placed properly there. So these all things are placed, and who placed these all things there? Maybe the librarian and the assistant and those people, those who are helper over there, they do this. The same job, same function is done by the glymphatic system in the mind. So this is very much important if you really wanted to have the good memory, if you really wanted to have good cognition. And when it comes to good cognition, means cognition consists of three things: learning, memory, and attention. Learning, memory, and attention. So when you wanted to have good learning, if you only want to learn something very good, sleep properly. When you wanted to have memory, good memory, sleep properly. When you wanted to become attentive towards anything, sleep properly. So if you don't have 6 to 7 hours of good sleep, what happens? So many youngsters, if they are watching this, please share this with others. This will be very helpful for others also. So what happens when you don't sleep? When you don't sleep, you tend to forget something which you should not, and you lose your attention, and you lose your learning. So when these three things happens, it will just keep on compounding, keep on depositing, and it will be having the long-term phenomena and the effect on your health, and you will be going to face severe and the chronic healthcare issues, right? So this is what happens when you don't sleep properly. And now if you can just recall and think about the marriage of your close relative whenever you attended, and during the marriage, many all relatives, they meet after so many years, and they talk together for a longer period of time, sometimes till to 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. in the midnight. So when this happens continuously, they are about to forget the things, right, which they are trying to recall. So this happens whenever you don't sleep properly. So the learning here, please sleep properly, otherwise the system which is called the glymphatic system, like everything is the nature, and humans are the nature only. So why we sleep in the night, why we wake up in the daytime, in the morning, and do exercise and work and function, everything? Because there is a certain circadian rhythm. This circadian rhythm, even the lunar activities, sun activity, natural activities are phenomena of the nature, and we are the part of the nature. Yes, you see the animals, you see the insects, you see the trees and the flowers. When you wake up in the morning, you used to go and you see the flowers are blooming and shining. Why do you see them? Because early morning hours are the hours where there is the highest amount of secretion of the hormones, not only in the human body, even in the plants there. So it's important to understand this phenomena, and humans are not apart from the nature. We are not a part of the nature, we are the nature. We need to really understand this, very, very important. Now what happens, one thing which you have as a human being and other species do not have, that is called the intellect, the ability to think. But because of this ability of thinking is the two-edged sword, right? So when you think more, that is called the overthinking, which will again leads you towards such the distractions and kind of the phenomena which will aggravate further problems in your body. So it's important to understand the importance of sleep properly. So sleep properly, make sure that whenever it's night, you take the deep sleep like a child. You see, the 6-year, 7-year-old child, 5-year-old child, they don't bother, they don't think about anything, and they sleep deep into the comfort and have that sort of sleep. If you have that sort of sleep even for 5 hours, that is sufficient to rejuvenate you to do the extraordinary work for throughout the day. All the best.